Safariland, fuck your tear gas, fuck. 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 Safariland, fuck your tear gas.
We've seen coverage of this biennial. And we're concerned about its coverage. And we're concerned that these protests are being pitted against the Whitney Biennial artists. We have no beef with them. Many of them have signed the letter. Demanding for the removal of candors. So we took note and said the following. Shout out for making history with your work, and also for the public stand that 52 of you have taken against candors. Your presence is monumental, and you are sculpting the future of the art landscape. The Whitney Biennial has taken an important step in decentering whiteness, but it remains embedded in the museum and a broader art world that has white supremacy at its core. It cannot be separated from the settler colonial condition and the interlocking systems of capitalism, heteropatriarchy, and imperialism that affect how contemporary art is produced, circulated, and critiqued. We see this play out in the reviews of the biennial. We note the condescension of those white art critics who are now lamenting that the artists, mostly of color, in the biennial are not properly political, that they play it safe. White supremacy doesn't get to decide whether or not our work or actions are radical. White supremacy doesn't have the tools to examine its own self. White supremacy doesn't get to dictate whether or not our frustration with white supremacy is expressed in the most effective, by a melancholy or outrage or anything in between. White supremacy doesn't get to measure the level of risk we take in resisting. In fact, white supremacy gets no say in the ways in which we choose to survive, live, and fight and resist. White supremacy doesn't get to separate us from each other in the name of art and protest, while uplifting its own dubious agenda. We won't let it. So make no mistake, when we resist Warren Candors on this board, we are pushing back and resisting against the whiteness dictating what constitutes contemporary art and aesthetics. So fuck Warren Candors.
My name is Nardine Kiswani and I'm with Within Our Lifetime. We're here today, as we have been here for the past 9 weeks as much as we could, to raise our voices, to uplift the Great Return March in Palestine. And to demand the removal of Warren Candors. The CEO of the tear gas manufacturer Safariland from the Board of Trustees. Not only is he invested in this tear gas that has killed 8-month-old baby Layla al-Ghandour in Gaza, who was there as part Great Return March. While we were researching him, we found out he profited from the Iraq War, made so much from that, and he's invested $40 million deep in a company that the bullets that they're making are being used on the protesters of the Great Return March right now. And the more we research, we found out he's invested in dozens and dozens of these companies. The extent of his war crimes are deeper than we even probably know. We demand an end to the whitewashing of war criminals, because that's what he is, a war criminal. Make no mistake. The fact that he's tied to a cultural institution makes somebody like him palatable, when in reality, he doesn't deserve any less than being locked up for the millions of people that his money, that his investments continues to oppress, not only in Palestine, but on the U.S.-Mexico border, and in Ferguson, and all over in the U.S.
That's right.
This is why we fight together to say that there is no safe space for profiteers of Israeli terrorism. Profiteers of war crimes. Whitney can hear it loud and clear. Warren Kanders, you can't hide!
Warren Kanders, you can't hide!
We charge you with genocide!
We charge you with genocide!
Warren Kanders, you can't hide!
Warren Kanders, you can't hide!
We charge you with genocide!
We charge you with genocide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! Warren Kanders, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide!
One of the important groups also is Crystal House, and we have a Sarah over here.
Mic check.
Mic check!
Mic check.
Mic check!
Black liberation matters.
Black liberation matters!
Indigenous liberation matters.
Indigenous liberation matters!
Queer liberation matters.
Queer liberation matters!
Trans liberation matters.
Trans liberation matters!
Palestine's liberation matters.
Palestine's liberation matters!
Let's not get it twisted.
Let's not get it twisted!
We want liberation.
We want liberation!
We know our lives matter.
We know our lives matter!
Yeah! Keep going.
You will.
Got this.
Feel that energy.
Feel that energy!
Feel your energy.
Feel your energy!
Let's stay in it.
Let's stay in it!
We just called
We just called
for liberation.
for liberation!
We did not explain
We did not explain
why our lives matter.
why our lives matter!
No explanation needed.
No explanation needed!
We do not have to negotiate
We do not have to negotiate
our existence.
our existence!
Our liberation matters.
Our liberation matters!
People of the sun,
People of the sun,
we stand
we stand
on their shoulders.
on their shoulders!
Ashe-o,
Ashe-o!
Ide-o,
Ideo!
Ide-o,
Ideo!
Ashe-o
Ashe-o!
is a predatory economy.
It's a predatory economy!
Warren Kanders
Warren Kanders
represents one person,
represents one person,
part of that class
part of that class
that creates the conditions
that creates the conditions
and neglects our communities
and neglects our communities
with education,
with education,
with culture,
with culture,
with economics,
with economics,
so they can pray
so they can pray
and not hold themselves
and not hold themselves
accountable.
Accountable.
We are here
We are here
to talk about accountability.
to talk about accountability.
To get Warren Candace
Warren Candace
off the board.
off the board.
We are here
We are here
to talk solidarity
to talk solidarity
amongst each other.
amongst each other
Because our struggles are intertwined.
because our struggles are intertwined.
Our liberations are intertwined.
Our liberations are intertwined.
This is not charity.
This is not charity.
Again, this is not charity.
This is not charity.
This is liberation.
This is liberation.
We did not come here
We did not come here
to be servicers
to be servicers
of our own oppression.
of our own oppression.
So you nonprofits
So you nonprofits
that are servicing oppression,
that are servicing oppression,
cultural institutions
cultural institutions
that service our oppression,
that service our oppression,
the educational institutions
the educational
that
institutions
keep us blind to our oppression,
that keep us blind to our oppression.
we are holding you accountable.
We are holding you accountable.
We will take you down.
We will take you down.
Look at this building.
Look at this building.
Scratch a liberal.
Scratch a liberal.
Follow me. Scratch a liberal.
Scratch a liberal.
Find the fascist.
Find a fascist.
That's where I grew up. One more time. Scratch a liberal.
Scratch a liberal.
Find the fascist.
Find a fascist.
Look at that board.
Look at that board.
Warren Candace is on that board.
Warren Candace is on that board.
What fucking neoliberal institution is this?
What fucking neoliberal institution is this?
We know where the fascists are,
We know where the fascists are,
but we bring a different politic.
but we bring up different
A
politics.
solidarity politic.
Solidarity politics.
We will hold
We will hold
all institutions,
our institutions,
all groups,
all groups,
all individuals
all individuals
who think
who think
they can repackage
they can repackage
our oppression
our oppression
and sell it back to us.
and sell it back to us.
We believe
We believe
in solidarity,
in solidarity,
intertwined struggles.
intertwined struggles.
Don't listen
Don't listen
to the media.
to the media.
If our story
If our story
is in mainstream media,
is in mainstream media,
it serves two purposes.
it serves two purposes.
One,
One,
to confuse.
to confuse.
Two,
Two,
to appropriate.
to appropriate.
That's why
That's why
they have their side
they have their side
and a bullshit version of our side.
and a bullshit version of our side.
Let's not get it twisted.
Let's not get it twisted.
Warren Candace got to go.
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 Ashe.
Ashe.
So, mic check.
Mike,
I'm going to share
I'm going to share
the notice we gave the Whitney.
the notice we gave the Whitney.
And it goes like this.
And it goes like this.
We could have shut this museum down today.
We could have shut this museum down today.
But after 9 weeks of action,
But after 9 weeks of action,
we offer the museum leadership
we offer the museum leadership
a final window
final window
to do the right thing.
to do the right thing.
Remove candors
Remove candors
and participate in the formation
and participate in the formation
of a process
of a process
with stakeholders,
with stakeholders,
staff, community groups,
community groups,
Scholars, artists, and more.
and more.
Fall is the deadline.
Fall is the deadline.
We will be back if necessary.
We will be back if necessary.
And our tactics will escalate further.
And our tactics will escalate further.
In the meantime,
In the meantime,
we expect
we expect
others and organize. Warren Canders must go. Warren Canders must go. Warren Canders must go.
Most importantly,
the staff that you never see, janitorial services, who have cleaned up some of our shit too, like the pizza grease, on the floor,
12th Street!
West 12th Street!
A criminal lives there!
A criminal lives there! Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors! Fuck Warren Candors! Fuck Warren Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors!
Fuck Warren Candors! Fuck Warren Candors! Fuck Warren Candors!
It's not just about the border.
It's not just about the border!
He supplies police forces all around the country.
He supplies police forces all around the country!
With handcuffs and defensive equipment.
With handcuffs and defensive equipment!
That's it.
Mr. Candors!
Mr. Candors!
And your neighbors!
And your neighbors!
Understand
Understand
that the people will not go away
that the people will not go away
until you're removed from the Whitney.
until you're removed from the Whitney!
Mr. Candors!
Mr. Candors!
Your tear gas
Your tear gas
was used against my people!
was used against my people!
My people is the Puerto Rican people!
My people is the Puerto Rican people!
My people is the Palestinian people!
My people is the Palestinian people!
My people is the queer people!
My people is the queer people!
Queer!
On the sidewalk.
Get
on the sidewalk.
Transgender!
On the sidewalk.
Non-binary! They are all my people!
My people!
My people are black people!
My people are black people!
And we are tired of seeing this racist police!
We are tired of seeing these racist police!
Use your weapons
Use your weapons!
against them!
Against us!
In this country!
In this country!
Mr. Candors!
Mr. Candors!
Your time is up!
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 We're here for you!
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 What
the Whitney Museum.
Of the Whitney Museum.
And you will not. Rest easy.
Rest easy.
On West 12th Street.
On West 12th Street.
Cause everybody know now where you live.
Cause everybody know where you live.
Cause everybody know now where you live.
Cause everybody know now where you live.
Instagram, Facebook, where you live.
Instagram, Facebook, where you live.
Motherfuckers tweet it out 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 where you live.
Better go back to the Hamptons.
Better go back to the Hamptons.
And they would like to light it up. It's in the shape of a tear gas canister.
It's in the shape